Landscapes. By their very nature, they're vast and wide, which means that when most photographers approach them, they reach for their wide-angled lens. But personally, I don't necessarily think that that's a good idea. That's better. In this video, I want to explain why and show you a practical example of how shorter focal lengths can improve your landscape photography. On my photo walk today, I'm surrounded by 365 degrees of stunning landscape, and it can be really tempting to try and get all of that into my photo. But that's one of the first mistakes that many budding landscape photographers make. One of the most valuable lessons I learned when I was first starting out in photography was to summarize what I saw. Instead of trying to cram absolutely everything into one single frame, by compartmentalizing what we see, picking out the highlights can lead to much more coherent compositions and ultimately more impactful photos. You'll hear people say that the average field of vision for a human being is the equivalent to a 50mm lens on a full-frame camera. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, because I don't see in focal lengths. But what I think that we can all appreciate is that when we place a wider angle lens on our camera, everything starts to look smaller than it does in real life. And that is because of perspective, the distance between our foreground and our background. When you photograph a landscape with a wide-angle lens, you might notice that the things in the foreground will look larger and more domineering, whereas the things in the background will often look smaller and further away. And yes, we need a little bit of this distance between elements in our frame to create depth in composition. But sometimes too much of this separation can leave our composition looking stretched and imbalanced. Equally, if you go to the other extreme, towards the telephoto focal lengths, those distances become shorter and our composition gets flatter, which can be great if you've got a lot of separation already, but most of the time we need to find a balance. But how do we find it? Well, let's go and take a look at a practical example. Regular viewers of the channel will know that I've got a bit of a penchant for barns and huts. By the way, if you have made it this far in the video and haven't subscribed yet, then please consider doing so, that'd be great. Anyway, I've come here to get my barn fix for the day, and I thought this would be a great composition to explain everything that I've said so far. So I'm going to come around the back of the camera and do a bit of jiggery pokery and show you how we can select the correct focal length to create balance in this lovely landscape composition. This current field of view is 28mm on my full-frame camera. Now, many of you might look at this composition and say, Tom, leave it at that, it looks absolutely fine. But for me, it's still a bit too wide. The reason for that is because I feel that my eye is disappearing off towards the left-hand side a little bit too much. There's quite a bit of negative space there as opposed to the positive space with the barn, the tree and the valley on the right-hand side of the photograph and the track leading your eye behind the barn. I also feel that there's a bit too much emphasis on those grasses in the foreground. Remember, we said with wider angles your eye is drawn further forward than further back, whereas I'd like the barn to be that stepping stone into the valley behind. So what I'm going to try doing is zooming in ever so slightly to see if we can compress this composition a little bit more. So here goes. Now I've now zoomed in to 50mm, and obviously the composition's still a bit off. I'm still going to have to move the camera around to get it absolutely right. But you can already start to see that there's more emphasis on the barn and the tree, and our eye is being led a little bit more centrally rather than off to the left or right, which is ideally what I'm trying to get at with this photograph. So let's move around a little bit by moving the camera. What I might do is zoom out ever so slightly, not too far, but enough to give the barn a little bit more room. And that looks to me a little bit more like what I'm going for. If you look at the lines in the composition, we've got the diagonal line leading you in from the bottom right-hand corner to the barn. We've got the sweep of the track going behind the barn and the angle of the barn that's then leading you to the tree. And then the tree is then leading you to the vanishing point of the valley. And because that vanishing point is sort of on that left-hand third, the other hill on that left-hand side is bouncing you back to then concentrate on that central area of the tree, the valley and the barn. The negative space of the greenery is sort of acting as a buffer around the elements of composition, giving your eye room to breathe and follow those lines that we've just talked about. Like I said before, what we've done is we've picked out the highlight of the landscape rather than trying to fit it all in. And by doing that, I feel that we've made a much more coherent composition. Let me just zoom out again to show you the difference. Although it's not a huge difference, you can already see that the lines that you were following in the previous composition just look further away. The barn and the tree look smaller and your eyes got further to go to meet the vanishing point of the valley. Yes, it might show off more of the landscape, but from a photographic point of view and my personal perspective, I just feel like the tighter angle gives you more direction, more to look at, and therefore more impact within the frame. So next time you go out to do some landscape photography, ask yourself whether you can summarise what you see with a shorter focal length rather than trying to get everything in. If you do, then you might just come home with much more balanced, coherent and impactful landscape photos. If you'd like to learn more about composition in photography, watch this video next. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you very much for watching.